people, but we're late. So
Wow.
it says we've been live for 3 minutes. I just clicked the live button. There's no way.
Mine shows 8 seconds.
See, mine says my live counter 3 minutes and 27 seconds. So
Huh.
we had people waiting, and then they knew we're always late. So they came in and to be the first and then ducked out on us. But it's okay.
They'll come back.
Seagull knows, Floozy knows. There's Victoria. Hey, Victoria. Everybody
Hey,
knows we're
Victoria.
late. There's
Hey, Boo.
Brookie.
Rookie.
I wanted to call her out on Fusions the other night because her cupcakes were stale.
Oh, I saw that. I
She's
was
got to
cracked
change.
up.
She's got to change the icing. I mean, if you're going to sell stale cupcakes, at least refrost them so nobody knows it's the same cupcake she's putting out there on me. I want to see something different. And then Amy wanted to call me out for always making dirty jokes. I'm like, well, quit walking right into it. She got new cupcakes. Her avatar's proof, she said. Okay,
Oh, I
I'll
see.
let
Okay.
you slip.
You get by this time.
Yeah, we'll let you go from it. Hey, Maria. Hey, Denise. How you
Hey,
doing,
Denise and
Maria?
Denise.
With Tim's show, I did not make it over to Stoney's, and I went to go, and she wasn't live at her normal time. You guys must have went late last night. She has Monster Mondays
Yeah,
when they're not dealing with other stuff,
yeah.
and yeah, used to get over there and do that. We'd pick a monster, a topic, and go over because it's a paranormal.
Oh, I love paranormal stuff.
Well, that's where they do it is at Stoney's channel. So it's just last night. I've been able to get over there lately, but last night I wasn't able to. Hey, Loki, how you doing?
Hey, Loki.
Did you catch last night's Sisters on Holly's?
I haven't got a chance to watch it yet.
We had Loki jump up. I mean, we were
Oh,
laughing so hard. I swear to God, my cheeks were hurting for a minute. I thought I was going to pee myself. They were talking about me being old or something, and I was trying to joke that that's okay. I'll just wear those pull up jeans, the leggings.
oh,
And
yeah.
I said pull ups. So it sounded like I was saying I wear Depends. So I had to take it. I stepped into that one.
Are you a big kid now?
I'm a big kid now. Hey, Muff Pie, how you doing?
Hey, Mom.
Victoria Floozy's back. Glad to see you come back. We're always late.
Hey,
She was the
Floozy.
first one here, but so let's see, who not so hot fell out of bed while sleeping and crack. Damn, how tall is your bed from your floor?
Oh,
Hey, Jasmine,
hey, Jasmine.
glad to see you.
Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, Maria.
Well, thank you. It was supposed to be funny, and it was more. It didn't turn to like the gay jokes. It didn't. It was just funny. Just
Right.
yeah. Of course, there's always going to be sex involved because sex
Yeah,
sells.
you
Sex is
gotta
better than drama. Yeah, you got to have some sex in your life. Come on. Hey, BC. Thank you for coming in, even though you're getting ready for work. I appreciate that. Usually, I only catch you at night, so I'm glad to see you.
Hey, Spencer, happy belated birthday. I didn't get to wish you happy birthday yesterday.
Hey, Spencer, he had his first legal drink, but guess where he did it? At a restaurant. Why not go to a club? Nope.
Oh,
He went to a restaurant, and then his uncle or a friend or family member got him a 12-pack of variety of Mike's Hard Lemonade. No
oh,
minutes, we determined you. You're the one who owes Corliss $5 because you didn't make him holla. He told everybody in the chats last night, Menace. You got to be the butt, the butt, literally, of the jokes. See, he's asking Corliss to kiss his ass again.
oh,
It
so
was
he
your
likes to be
brother.
kissed, huh?
He does. I guess he said he was going to lick Corliss's brown eye, or Corliss, he was going to pay Corliss to kiss his. I don't know what it all was. Victoria can tell us in the chat. She knows. I don't know if his butt's hairy, Jasmine. You can go ahead and ask him. Oh, Backwoods, how you doing? I saw your last video.
Hey, Backwoods.
Have you guys checked out his nature stuff from his deer cam?
Yes, I love his nature stuff.
Yep. To me, I told him I was sad because it was so cold and you saw that little deer out there. And I was like, I know that we use animals for our meat, right?
Mhm.
But to me, I think anybody, it's the extreme heat, the extreme cold, doesn't have a barn for their cows, their horses, anything like that, I think is cruel and inhumane.
Yes.
Hey,
I
Roland,
think that
Roland.
roll it, roll it.
Well, damn, Brookie's going to take my title now. Well, yeah, I have gave my crown up. I will no longer be about that life.
Oh,
But it's okay. I don't mind just being a happy-go-lucky and yeah, the
well,
past is the past. I put that in
yep.
the chat the other day. There's no sense looking back and because everybody comes in your life for a reason, and
Mhm.
for every season changes, so does who you're going to hang out with. It still doesn't mean you can't be friends because you got hurt or you have different opinions or you go separate ways. You could still be thankful for the time that you guys had, that you were close,
Yep.
and still acknowledge each other and still get along. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm tired of trying to, justify being hurt or angry or anything like that. I don't
Right.
want to, I don't want to live like that because
No.
you meet a lot of good people and they're in your life for a long time, a short time, but they were there for a reason and they brought something to your life.
Mhm.
Hey, Drew.
You always learn a lesson with people, whether good, bad. I mean, it's just how life is. Hey, Drew.
Yeah. And it isn't even bad because if you learned something from it, your time
Mhm.
with them, if you grew even a little bit, like you take your time now before you react to anger or how you deal with people, you know what? That's a positive. You gain something from every friendship and every
Mhm.
relationship. So, you know what? That's what I had to sit back and think, watching comments and listening to other people. I just had to think about that the other day. So I put
Yeah.
that out there. Hey,
Yeah.
B Thizzle. Much love.
Hey, B.
So we do have two topics today. We're going to start with one, depending how the chat gets along with that one before we decide if we go into the second one. But it's always off the hip. That means if the chat draws us in another direction, we never know what rabbit hole you chat people in the chat take us. But we are thankful you take us down all these different paths every week.
Mhm. Yes. It's always exciting.
That's okay. I was you take the floor for a few minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I just go ahead, speak your speak.
My bad. I was just like, yeah, okay.
I know people think, okay, guys, look, it seems like I do most of the talking, and I probably do, but she's still shy. And I'm like, I'll try to like, okay, my dogs are barking. You got to take this over.
I do. I'm not used, like, I never, even growing up, like, I don't know if you had to do it, but like in English or one of them, when you had to stand up in front of the class and talk and like do a speech or what you and debate and all that, I hated that. I was never good at that. I was never good at talking to people. Now, one on one, it's all good, but you get me in front of people and I just blank out sometimes.
Maka, we forgot something today. We're going to have to do it next Wednesday. Guess what we forgot we were going to do today?
Oh,
Our wrapping party.
crap.
Victoria did. Well, look, to be fair, me and Tim did ours. I got one from Victoria, one from Denise, and one from Muff. I did not get any other wrapping videos, guys. I didn't even get the host, Maka's video.
I was a loser. Hey, Denise.
Hey, for
Yes,
whom?
I feel you,
Spence.
Brookie.
So we will, if we get more purple, if we get more of those videos, we
Mhm.
will definitely, well, no matter what, next Wednesday, I'll start off the show with the videos that we have.
Yeah,
So, hey, Janie, there she is.
Jamie.
I was like, Janie can't be forgetting me. I saw her, but her sleep patterns are like mine. We all got some crazy sleep patterns. Have you noticed that?
Yes. I finally got back on track with mine, and I think I've done it too good, honestly. But yeah,
How is it that we all work? Well, and
Mhm,
a majority of the communities have people that work,
mhm,
and we still are up till 4, 5, 6 in the morning,
mhm.
get an hour or two of sleep, and then get back into the grind every day.
Yep,
It's crazy.
you get
Tim will
used
do.
to it.
Yes. I'll get mad at Tim because he'll go all week with hardly any sleep, and then he wants to sleep all day Saturday. And I say, I got that honey-do list.
Right,
Honey's gonna do what honey's gonna do, and he don't have a choice. I'm like, get up.
right,
So it's just like, fine, you just got to spend every minute of Sunday catching up on what you could have done Saturday and then relax on Sunday.
right. That's how I
So
always like doing it. Heck yeah. Hey, Crazy Purple.
we hear you, Janie. And the one thing that I've always said, and I do like that Brookie said it too, is nobody makes people choose sides
No, not at
because
all.
variety is the spice of life.
Mhm.
And if somebody doesn't like somebody, that's on them. But you have to truly judge people based on your personal experiences with those people.
Yes.
And so there's a lot of people out there that are following that now. I know, and even a year ago, it was hard to have people be like, well, if you're over there, then you can't be here, and vice versa, like that. And, you
Right.
know, more and more are actually standing up. A lot of people, hey, Brian, and they're all saying, you know what? It's okay that I don't like these people, but it's okay if you do. Because
Right.
even in real life, we each like each other. Like if you have a friend, but they're going to have friends outside of you because you're not with that person 24/7.
Exactly.
So, you know what? I'm digging the vibes. We can all
Yeah.
air out our grievances. I personally like to do it behind the scenes. Chanel, how's she doing?
Hey, Shan.
Golden
Hey,
hair
Brian.
surprise.
But I
Facts,
mean, that's
Janie.
what I like. I like, to me, as long as you don't go around to everybody's chats or however you want to call it and talking about that person and then running back over and being nice to them, like as long as you don't talk crap, I don't care. I honestly don't.
See, mine's blackmail. I don't like blackmail.
Yes, that too. That no,
And don't say you have something on somebody if you don't have something on somebody.
exactly.
Don't make up a giant lie. Now, if
Oh,
you're trolling and you put out a
right.
little clickbait, hey, white lies never hurt anybody. I mean,
Exactly.
downright, yeah.
Hmm.
So I know I get accused of that a lot
No,
in some small circles. I don't care because
no.
that's all you do is talk. When
Hmm.
I put out the receipts.
No,
Well, not anymore. I don't have to prove anybody anymore.
no,
I
no,
live
you
by how
don't.
I stand.
Hmm.
So,
No, to me,
but
blackmailing is weak.
yeah,
That just shows a weak person in my eyes. I mean, that's my opinion and mine alone, but I think it's weak.
I have had to put out IG messages only 3 times for 3 full text messages. But there
Mhm.
are people that people consider the community enemies. I still haven't put out IG messages that I could. I don't believe in that.
Right.
And I never, ever, ever record or tape or screenshot my friends.
No.
Unless you come at me, I will never, ever betray, even if you're a past friend and now we don't stand each other, you'll never see me have information on you. Now, if all of a
Right.
sudden I hear, oh, they're talking shit about you, and then I have to prove something, I might. But other than that, no.
Right. Just
So,
because I'm mad at somebody that I used to be friends with or, acquaintances, I can't say that word, but I'm not gonna, bring stuff out like that on somebody. Like between what's between you and that person was between you guys for a reason. Like, no, I don't
yeah.
believe in that.
Because if everybody knows like you and me are friends, right? Everybody knows it.
Hmm.
And you've said it quite clear. You don't talk to a lot of people in the back streets.
Still don't. You're the only one I talk to on the back streets.
But we talk all the time when we're not
Mhm.
busy. We do have real lives, so it's not like we're
Yes,
sitting on our IGs talking to each other every day.
exactly.
If we quit talking and then all of a sudden I just put out your information, who's going to trust me in the future?
Exactly.
Chanel's right, everybody. Our DMs, me and Chanel, are nothing but White Castles. She's right.
Yeah.
We both love our White Castles, and she'll hit me up with a picture like, "Look where I'm having tonight," and I'll be like, "You bitch!" And I'll be like, "Well, guess where I'm at, Chanel? I'm in Detroit. I'm getting my White
Right.
Castles." And a lot of people trusted me with their faces, and I
Mhm.
can literally tell you, I deleted from your whoever sent me their faces. I deleted them from my stream, so I don't even know who is who or whose face belonged to. If it's not on
Right.
your icon, I can't remember. Hey, Carl, I can't remember whose face it was that I got sent unless I know
Right.
you intimate. Like
Right.
yes, we've been friends and I've seen your face. I don't even keep that.
Right.
So addresses were for the only, as you see, not one address has been put out of anybody that was in a
No.
raffle who gave me it. I can't. Now, if you dox me, I know I still haven't. Now, if it's already been out there, I know Tim has put it out there. That's just not my scene.
Right. Hey, Mike.
Oh, Menace wants a date to the soup kitchen. Hey, Corliss.
Soup kitchen.
Hey, Yankees. Good to see you too.
I'll get your address and we'll meet up and I'll meet you there and we'll go to the soup kitchen. I know a good one.
All right. So, our topic today, we're not professionals. We're not saying we're therapists or anything like that, but
Mm,
with age comes wisdom. You have a lot more experience than a lot of people, and it's a good thing.
mhm,
So today we're going to talk about our first topic is for us how to lose somebody in your life,
mhm,
whether it be a specific, a partner, a male, female, kids in your life, things like that. Things that could be said or not said that can drive a wedge and push people away from you.
mhm.
I will let
Yeah.
you start if you want to, Maka.
Well, I would have to say the first one would be, um, say with friends or whatever, that you could push them away if you're not supportive of them, of
Shh.
what they do, or, like help them along the way of some things,
Yeah.
I guess.
Always do for them, but they don't do for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
There you go. That's where I was going. Yeah.
Okay. Mine is always doubting who they're talking to, being suspicious of where they're going.
Yeah.
You're looking at that person, you're looking, if somebody's constantly questioning, who I'm talking to or anything, and not, to me, insecurity, I guess is the word.
Yeah.
It's not very sexy.
No. No. That and trust. That
Yeah.
comes to mind when you say that also is trust.
Yeah.
Because if you don't trust someone in a relationship or any type of relationship, really, I mean, we're,
And what about not letting the person grow, being an individual?
yes,
I guess
you have,
clingy.
hmm yeah, clingy. Well, that's not, no, there's nothing remotely, how would you say it? Well, depending on which way you would look at it, sexy if you're looking at the opposite sex, and just sad if you're looking for it as, as a friendship, somebody clinging, trying to
Yep.
keep a friendship that, oh,
Faking pregnancies
oh,
or, hey,
yeah,
nephew, stuff like that, trying to hold on to something too tight. It's like, now,
mhm,
when you're a teenager and you got your first girlfriend or your first boyfriend, it's like, oh, you got to call every minute of the day. You want to walk with them into the class and sit by. But
yeah,
once you start getting past the high school days, I mean, everybody has to have their own separate hobbies and their likes.
mhm,
Because to me, if I had somebody clinging and sitting next to me 24/7 and touching on me, and, you know, I'm
mhm,
sorry. No, I need to breathe and be
right,
me.
right. When you think about it, in school, you only sometimes, depending on what grade you were in, you only saw them for the school hours, which wasn't long, depending if you had classes. So, it was kind of nice to have that. But once you get older, like you said, and you branch out, like in, higher grades or, older in life, you don't want somebody up your butt because you're, trying to find yourself And to me, that's more important.
Yeah. Now, I'll use myself as an example on this next one. My ex, he was my best friend. Even when me and Tim got together, Tim knew my ex was my best friend.
Hmm.
But the one thing that just drove me crazy over the years, and it just continually just started eating, is a yes man.
Oh, yeah.
When I ask, hey, what do you want to do for dinner? Oh, whatever you want, honey. Or you
Hmm.
argue, and he's like, you're right, dear, you're right. No, I
Right.
want some pushback. I want you to stand on your own. I want you to have your own balls and tell me if I'm
Right.
wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, or if you at least I know I'm not wrong, but if at least if you think I am, give me your reasons why, so that I can tell you why I know you're wrong. I
Right.
can't stand it. I mean, I know you're going to say, "Oh, he's a nice guy." No, it wasn't just the nice guy. It was the uh, I'll do whatever you want, where we're going to eat, what we're going to do, how we're going to do. No, it
Right.
just, I want somebody to be an independent person like me too.
Hmm.
I want that pull, that
Yes.
pushback sometimes. Hey, 90s.
Hey,
What
90s.
about
Hi,
you?
Nick. I'm the same way. Like, I want somebody that is going to stand up for themselves and not, be the yes man, but I also don't want somebody that's going to be pushy to me also. Because, see, like with my ex, I was expected to be the yes man to where you know what I'm saying? Like, he was the big person and I was the one that had to be the yes man. I wasn't allowed to have it. So I feel like it should be like equal.
Yep. And yes, Menace, you are right. That is true. And I will admit to that one too. Every time Tim's like, you better start thinking about what you want for dinner. Are you cooking? No. Well, what do you want? I don't know. What do you want? I don't know, Lori. Pick.
Right.
No, you pick tonight. And then he'll pick someone like, no, no, I don't want that.
Yeah.
So he'll pick something else. I mean, ooh, no, I don't want that.
It's like
He's
you go
like,
back and forth.
yeah, he yells, it's late. He goes, listen here, lady, you better pick what you damn well want. That's why I'm not going to tell you what I want. But it's my prerogative. I say
Right.
what I want to say. That is a setup. That's true. Because we're
Yeah.
always end up going to pick. But sometimes I just want him to name something and see if it sounds. Hey, lobster liver, lobster lover. I want him to at least say something, hoping that he'll trigger something and be like, "Oh wow, you know what? I haven't thought about that. Yeah, let's do that."
Right.
But he picks the obvious, and it's like, no, I already clicked those off in my head. I didn't want you to say those.
Right. Have you ever been like you give them options? It's like sometimes we'll take and we'll do like a little thing. I'll pick 3 and you pick 1 from the 3. And then you'll
Yes.
name 'em, and then like me, I'll name like 1 or 2, and that'll be the ones I'm not really feeling, but the
Hmm.
3rd one I'm really wanting, and he won't pick it. And I'm like, "Ah."
I'll sit there and I'll give him three options, and I'm wanting him to pick one, and then he'll be like, he'll turn them all down and be like, "No, just pick." I was like, "I already did. I gave you three. That's a toss up. I don't know which one, but I could be happy at either." And then
Right.
he'll pick one, and it'll be like, "That one." He's like, "Lord," I was like, "No, no, no, that one's fine, fine, that's fine." Yes, dinner conversations, not only a war, I think it can lead to divorce. That's more of a harder topic to get into than even sex or any other topics with your
You're
spouse,
right.
how to raise kids or anything. It's what we're having for dinner.
That's the number 1 cause of divorce.
It is. Hey, Steph Richard, how you doing?
Thanks, Steph.
Exactly. And then it's like, you know what, Lori? You better just order pizza then, because I'm not going out and getting dinner now. He still goes, but he at least threatens that he's
Right?
not.
We know that they're gonna do it.
So leg day's gonna be 36 on Friday. So happy early
Oh,
birthday, leg day, in case we don't see you.
happy early birthday.
And
Hey,
it
Lord.
was Japanese. I did pick Japanese the last time, and he did go get it. He didn't eat it, but we did. Hey, Brandy, how you doing?
I've never had Japanese. Hey,
Oh,
Brandy.
their filet. Don't get their sirloin, but their filet with their noodles and their rice and their vegetables. I love it.
Mhm. Mm.
But there's one you could the hibachi grill where they'll cook it all in front of you. That's
Uh-huh.
really good too. But we also have one right here by us that's closer, and they cook it in the back. So we just order it and go in and pick it up and bring it home.
Oh,
So we don't have to sit there and make conversation with 20 other people at a big old circular table. We just
yeah.
come and go as we want. It's
Yeah.
like most men, they come and then they go. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just how it works. What if we ever did that to guys? Can you imagine if we came and then rolled them over and say, "No, we're done. We had ours. You know, I'm sorry you're a dollar late and an hour it took you so long." They'd be
May
like up in arms.
may have to try that sometime. I've never thought about that. I'm sure my husband will thank you later.
Leg day was on the phone. We were on the phone talking, and we literally were like, we were going back and forth. And leg day's like, Lori, Aunt Lori, look, I'm hanging up so you guys can figure out this argument about what's for dinner. I was like, all right, leg day, I'll catch you on the flip side. He got stuck listening to us. What you want for dinner? What you want for dinner? No, I don't want that.
So
I
he's
forgot
got
about that.
firsthand on it.
He got that firsthand knowledge on it. So that was funny. I forgot that he was on the phone that night. I think poor Kurt has been on the phone once or twice too with that. And it's always the dinner. Uh, and you never break up with somebody because honestly of sex. Because
Right.
unless they're just they're not willing to listen or learn. But if
Yeah.
you've got a partner and maybe they're not as exciting as you're used to or something, you
Mhm.
know what your body needs and likes.
Mhm.
And they just might not have had the experience that you have. So, male or female.
Mhm.
So, to me, you're not going to lose me if you're not that good. I mean, if you've got the basics,
Right.
you're willing to learn what I like or anything like that, hypothetically, then
Mhm.
yes. Hey,
Well, it's all
Brandy.
about learning.
Yeah, it's not all
You have to
about
get
just some kissing, squeeze on a boob, stick it in, get yours,
yeah,
and roll over and say goodnight. No, it's a whole
right,
lot more.
right. Hey, rock on.
So, but I know a lot of people break up over sex,
Mhm.
money. Now, if you marry a person who doesn't have a lot of money, don't you dare try to hold that against them 6 months later or a year later.
No,
If they're
no.
still getting out and grinding and doing what they can to the best that they can,
Mhm.
support them. Now, if they're just sitting at home and they're not doing anything but getting on the internet all day or just sitting on the couch watching movies all day and they're not helping out or anything, then yeah,
Right.
I can see where that could be a breaking point.
Mhm.
But people who get married knowing somebody's a certain way and then use that as an excuse a short time later to end it, break up with them, get a divorce or anything,
Mhm.
that just shows how lame you are, not them.
Yes. Yes. I mean, I'm all for, having, hey, little Jeffrey. I'm all about, helping somebody grow. But
Yes.
if I'm with you in the beginning and you're one way, I expect, well, I don't expect, I shouldn't say it that way. I did not mean it that way, but I want to see you grow.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care as long as you enjoy what you're doing. I don't care because it's not me doing it. It's you doing it.
Yep. As long as you're happy, because it'll show
Mhm.
when you get home, when you
Yes.
come home at night. And to me, it's like anything that you get into is about growth, including a relationship. Think about it. You're dating, or you meet, then you date. Hey, Tyler, then your next steps. You're trying to grow. Are you growing toward a relationship to just dating each other, monogamous? Or then are you growing into a marriage? Are you growing into the future? So the
Mhm.
same with your life. If you're going to be working at McDonald's when you're 18, 16, 17, 18, that's fine. But then when you want to take on the responsibilities of expanding your life, you got to
Mhm.
think about you're going to have to expand that money to match what you're getting into.
Right.
So, so I can see that, usually finances can be a reason why people do break up too.
Yes.
So, money is a big one. Sex does not have to be a reason you break up. I
No.
know so many think that, but
I mean, I can see like if you get into a relationship and maybe you're more adventurous than the other person is and they're not willing or not comfortable, I guess.
wouldn't you have asked that and known that before you got married?
Well, true, if you're talking about marriage, yeah. Yeah, no, I could see that with marriage. I
Yeah.
was thinking, like, if you're
Oh,
just with
dating.
somebody.
Gotcha. You like somebody, you guys get intimate, you start progressing, and then you start opening up what you like, and they're not willing. Yeah, that is a good reason at that point to,
Mhm,
yeah, because you don't want to ever force your wants and desires
mhm,
on somebody else. That never
yeah,
goes into that.
right.
Lobster's true. You also never go into a relationship thinking you can change them or hoping they'll change, because if they don't want to, they're not going to. And you'll be able to tell in a relationship too.
Mhm. Oh,
So,
yeah.
exactly, Loki. If the energies don't match while you're dating, you need to find a partner who will do the experiments with you.
Yes. Hello,
So,
Tyler.
now sometimes one person will have like way out there, and another one will be willing to try a little bit. So, there's always a compromise too. If you can
Oh, yeah.
find somebody who's willing to do that compromise in the middle,
Mhm.
hey, you're good.
Yes.
I mean, I don't like the lights on. Tim likes the lights on, but we compromise, and look, we're still together. No, I'm just joking. I have to make a joke here and there.
Well, yeah.
But there's just so many reasons that relationships, friendships, marriages all break up. And some of
Yeah.
them are just, they're, in my opinion, they're stupid.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say it's because you knew what this person was like or how they did it. You know how they brush their teeth or leave a toilet seat up, or if they leave a cap off a toothbrush or toothpaste, or, they fart when they walk. I mean, come on. They did it
Right.
when you were dating.
Mhm.
What's your point if you get into a serious relationship with them that's a reason to break up? Is just kind of on your part. You might have the problem.
Right.
So, Loki, if you can't see in the dark or with the moonlight coming in, you need bifocals. And you should already know what you're spanking before you crawl into that bed. And yes, and another
Yes.
is for me another one big reason to leave a relationship. If you people are always thinking that the grass is greener on the other side.
Mhm. Yes. And
How
men and
many people have broke up, got divorced, went for their mistress, and then realized, oops.
mhm. I shouldn't have done that. I screwed up.
Mm. So there are
Yes,
lots.
Menace, I agree with that. Loyalty,
Yeah,
it's very important in a relationship.
even just dating. Beyond, if
Mhm.
you're going to be dating multiple people, let that person know, say, look, I'm not ready to settle down, but I like hanging out with you, but I'm also going to be hanging out with other people.
Mhm.
So some, like, say, when me and Tim first started dating, I told him I just getting out of I was married. You asked for divorce, we were in the beginning stages. I said, I don't want anything serious, I'm not looking for serious. I am going to see other people, but I am willing to just be monogamous, like sex wise. Just, you're the only one
Right.
I'm going to have sex with if you're willing to do the same. And we both lived by that. Now he wouldn't see anybody else, and I tried. I went out on 2 dates, and one night I started thinking about him, and that was it. So he wins, but
Right.
that's true, Lobster. The grass stays green on your side if you water the damn thing.
Mhm.
So I don't
I
know
think
how long you've been together. All right, babe.
who, me?
No, Tim. I was calling him babe, but he's in the chat.
Oh,
For tell me he was going to be late, but
I
um,
was like, "Huh?"
I was asking you a question, and I asked you something. It was for you, and then I answered him, but I don't remember what I just asked you.
Hey, Triple T. You said, you asked how long together?
Oh yes, how long have you been married
Married?
or
Oh
together?
gosh,
You
I'm not good at the math things. We've been married since 2007.
okay?
So how many ever years that was?
16, 17, almost.
Yeah. And
Okay,
then 16, 17. So we've been together total, like total together, I think 18 years,
okay.
I
So
think.
all right. So with that long of a relationship, people think that it's all roses and candy every minute of the day from the moment you meet. And if they don't get that fairy tale every minute of the day, it's time to end it.
Mhm.
What are your experiences on how to keep that marriage going this long and to keep the love alive and the passion?
Uh, Communication
I'm
is
not
the
feeding the
great.
dogs, Tim. You could go to hell and suck a ducky. It ain't happening. That's your job. I don't care if you're late and you don't come home till tomorrow. They'll wait. I ain't feeding the damn dogs.
No, you know better than that. You know you'll feed them
No,
dogs.
I won't. He knows damn well. He will be home sometime tonight, coming here just to try to get me feed these dogs. He knows damn well I'm not feeding those dogs.
I hate court.
Hey, Court. Anyways, sorry about that. They were like, I kept seeing people say, "You tell her, Triple T," and I was like, "Tell me what?" Okay,
I was
I'm
trying to
gonna
stay
see.
concentrated so I wouldn't look in that.
Well, congrats for hitting 20 this year, Carho. So yeah, with that being said, what do you find is is it all rainbows, sunshines, and roses every day?
No, definitely not. I mean, now that we've kind of, I guess you could say, where we've gotten to the stage that we've kind of know each other and, know when to kind of step away or when we need our space. But in the beginning and middle, no. I mean, you're going to have rough patches, you're going to have disagreements. I mean, it's just part of it.
No. For me, it's the one of the most important but the hardest careers. It's not a job, it's a career. If you look at it as a job, McDonald's is a job.
Hmm.
The military is like a career. It's something that you can grow in the ranks, progress, earn more, do more as the higher you get. To me, that's a career. A job is just something you go in, you put your time card in and clock out on a daily basis. Ain't much growth, no room. You're never going to get too far. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So to me, marriage is like that. It's like a career. Hey, witch, you must work on this. It's not going to be roses every day. Some days it's going to be cloudy, rainy, tsunami winds and gusts, hurricane storm winds coming through, ripping the roofs off the damn house. Hey, Red Dog. And those are the days that you better have something because you're going to have to buckle down and hang on to one another.
Mhm.
And some days they're not going to be feeling it. Other days you're not going to be feeling it. But if you strap on and you hold each other down, you'll be able to keep hold of that person and bring them back up with you.
Right.
So it is the hardest thing. And I always say it's like this. You know how when you're walking, there's paths in the woods, right? You're going down the forest, there's all these different paths. You've
Uh-huh.
got the main paths, and then you've got all these different other little side paths. Well, sometimes, as long as you guys stay on the main path, but sometimes you veer off because you want to be, ooh, look at that shiny little pretty flower over there. And then it's like, ooh, look at this over here. You guys might veer off onto these little side paths once in a while. But as long as you
Exactly.
meet up at the end of the every day on that main path
Hmm.
and continue walking down the same direction with the same goals and stuff, you can't go wrong.
Exactly.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Red. Let's see. I think I missed some people. Which little
Mama
Mama Pay?
Payday,
There's some people I just love saying their name. I don't know.
Vinny,
Vinny. Vinny.
Vinny.
That's what I was fixing to do. Cool.
Vinny. Yeah. You rev up your car. It's
And
easy to rev up Vinny, I hear. You just got to pull on one of those little permy locks. Hey, Justice and Witch from the past.
I got to make a correction. My husband just had to correct me. Sorry. We've been together since 2006, and
Whoops.
we've been 18 years ago. This January is when we moved in together. So he had to correct me on that. I told you I'm not good with stuff like that.
She did. She did warn us that she wasn't the mathematician in the
No,
relationship. So
no.
she had you covered. She knew you were the smarter one on that one.
Yeah, he had to send me a text. That's what I was reading. He's like, "Hey,
Hey, Dees, how you doing?
hey, these."
All right. So those are just some of the ways we feel that you can mess up a good relationship. It is your own insecurities, your own jealousies, your own unwillingness to bend and compromise.
Yes.
Is there anything else we're missing?
Uh, let's see.
You don't give blowjobs. Your man might leave you. You don't have to swallow, but you gotta. No, I'm just
Now,
teasing.
if you swallow, then you'll keep him forever. I mean,
That's
that's
true.
true.
It's like that saying. If you teach somebody to fish, or you give somebody a fish, they'll eat for a day. Teach them how to fish, they can feed themselves for life. That's it. If you only suck dick, you're only going to keep them a short time. But if you swallow, you can keep them forever.
Right?
That's Maka's advice. You heard it first
Yeah,
from Maka.
that's my advice to you, girls. If you swallow, you'll keep them forever.
Make sure you don't feed asparagus because then it'll taste nasty. You don't
Oh,
want that
yes,
taste.
please no.
Lots of fruit. And you can't just do a birthday BJ either because they have to wait a whole year. They think it's
Well, see, it used to be special occasions.
those were
That's
for the
what,
women in the
you know.
60s.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh no,
Like,
it's their birthday.
yeah. Oh, it's Christmas,
Yeah.
Easter. No, ladies, you got to do it more than that. I'm
and
sorry.
and even if you're not in the mood, ladies, and you got a headache, ain't nothing hurting you. Your head ain't gonna hurt to sit there and let them. If you don't have to bounce up and down with your head. If you got a headache, hold it still. Let them move in and out. It's okay. They know how.
Exactly. Just make sure they grab
Their
the
hips
back of
don't.
the head right.
That's right. Their hips don't lie. Their hips don't lie.
What's that one thing that we've been talking about? Oh, where they do their hips? Huber, was it Huber? I think it was last week or something. See, I done forgot what it was called.
Me too.
Menace was talking about it. Yes, Loki, that's true. Very true. Hey, Devos. I can't think of what it was called now. That's gonna drive me crazy.
What Tim said, the hoopa stank or
Huckleberry. Was it Huckleberry?
huckleberry.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, that's what I
yes.
was trying to.
They can huckleberry your mouth and they can
There you
huckleberry up. There you go. So if you have a headache, ladies, there's other things you can do. Keep saying you have headaches. And you know what? If your man don't go out to the store real quick and bring you back some Tylenol, then you better worry if he goes out and doesn't come back. That's your fault. Swallow.
go.
The hucklebuck. See, and I'm not feeding your dogs, Tim. Do you hear them in the back? Do you hear that knucklehead?
Better feed
Nobody
them
will play
dogs.
with him. Oh my God. He stops barking. I unmute it and then he
And it goes right back. Hey, Bambi. Oh my God. Let's see. Yes, little mama paid A. Exactly. I hate being woken up. Do not wake me up. I'm not a morning person. Yes, Menace, the Hunklebuck.
okay. Janie's like, I have got to stop smoking before I come in here. What did I miss? I had to go. Take care of that.
Oh, we were talking about the Hunklebuck, and then Mama Payday mentioned that the only time she complains was in the mornings
Yeah.
when he wakes her up. And she says, "Don't wake me up when I'm sleeping." I said, "I'm the same way. I'm not a morning person. Do not wake me up."
That's why I told Tim, look, don't wake me up. Do what you got to do. If you're doing it right, I'm going to wake up. I'll have a smile on my face. If you're not, what's the harm? I didn't know what was going
Right.
on, anyways.
Exactly.
So just do it. Hey, you know, you got to take it when you can get it, right?
Yeah.
And, ladies, let me tell you something. If you got a headache and you're just, get a swimming pool.
Mhm.
Something about water just drives men crazy. If you ever notice when you go to the lake, even when you're dating, you go to the lake, the guys get all frisky and want to put you in their arms and hold you and touch on you and kiss you.
Mhm.
Water drives men crazy. I don't know what the hell it is. So get yourself a pool.
Yeah.
All things are more buoyant in the water, ladies. Let me just tell you.
Heck yeah. It's all kinds of things.
Oh, yeah. You could just roll and roll, and you don't have that spring in your step. The older you get, that's okay. The water gives it right back.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I mean, you're basically weightless in the water, so I mean,
Hey,
you can do
Kurt.
all kinds of things. Hey,
Exactly.
Kurt.
Now, sex isn't the most important thing in a relationship, but if you're not
No.
compatible, and it's not even if you can't even be intimate, the touching or the talking,
Mhm.
that all is a form of intimacy and sex, because whenever it's like this, if Tim's like, babe, he was like, do you want a back rub? Oh, yes. I'll accept a back rub any days and 10 times on Sunday because I know where that's going. All ladies know if a man offers to give you a back rub, don't be dumb and say, oh, no, I thought this was just a back. No, no, they're not asking you to take your clothes off so they can rub you down and touch you and not get nothing.
Exactly. There's always something in it for them when it comes. If they volunteer, there's something in it for them.
Yeah. You want me to do your feet for you, honey? Hey, I got dinner tonight. And you ladies, if they're doing that shit, you better just roll over and just say, let's go. You fucked up if you don't. If they're cooking for you, they clean, they're rubbing your back or rubbing your feet. Shit.
Right.
Do some slobbing on some knobbing if you don't want to put out. Like Maka said.
And swallow.
And yep, don't forget the swallow, Maka said. So Loki said that's why he's good at massages. Yes, and especially Mama Patty's. If they fold the damn laundry,
Uh-huh.
even if they get the towels folded the wrong way,
Mhm.
you better just sit up on the washing machine and let the dryer do the rest of the work for you. You don't have to worry about a headache.
Exactly.
I don't believe in headaches, not when it comes to sex. It's just something
No.
that you always, growing up as women, we all heard that.
Oh, yeah.
All men always joke and complain, oh, my wife had a headache again last night. It's like, when I got old enough to understand what that was key for, I was like, I ain't never going to be the one that says I got a headache.
Mm-mm.
If I get the look, it's like, let's go. And they'll be like, oh, I was just joking. I'm not feeling, oh, no, 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 no.
Don't start something you're not gonna finish
No,
now.
he said, but I only looked at you. No, you gave me the look. I
Right.
just looked at you. That's the look. You looked at me. It's time to go.
Hey, Crispy.
And I don't know about you, and I don't know about most of the women in the chat, but most men are more sexual in a whole. They always complain that's the woman with the headache. Nope.
Yeah.
Me and Tim about equal. We both. So you got to get somebody compatible with sex too.
Yes.
So if you got somebody who's new and a beginner, Spencer, plug your ears. They
That's
might not
going.
be into it for every day or a couple times a week or a couple times during the day, even, or be adventurous, over the hood of a car in the bathroom stall at a club, whatever, you
Right.
know, walk away.
Mhm.
Don't lead them on and get their feelings and their heart into it and then be telling
Yep.
them, you have too many headaches, dear.
Right.
So there's Harley. She would know.
Hey,
Harley,
Harley.
do you agree with Maka? To keep a man forever, you don't just suck dick, you have to swallow. Oh, never mind. Harley got divorced, so she don't swallow. I'm
No.
teasing Harley. I'm teasing.
I mean, I
I,
guess we could say that about all of us because
that's
you
true.
have,
We've all
I
been
have,
divorced,
so
so
we just learned. That's what it
yeah,
was. We
yeah.
learned
We
from
just
the
figured it
experience.
out on our second relationships. Hey, Decree, how you doing? Hey, MOL. Hey, Purple.
Hey, motivated. Hey, purple. Right, Floozy? Exactly. It's
Please,
not
it's not
ladylike
lady.
to spit.
If they eat asparagus, my ass is spitting. It's
Hey, if they eat asparagus, you might as well just forget it for a couple
yeah,
of days. I'm
yeah.
sorry. You'll just have to live with it.
That's true. How the hell did we end up on blowjobs? We
I
were
don't
talking
know.
about Wednesday. You had to go with
That's
swallowing, and that was it. We were off and running.
my bad.
The whole chat just started talking about blowjobs
Oh, God.
instead. Oh man. Like we said, it's off the hip. You never know where we're going to take you and where our show's going to go.
Oh my God, my face is so
Uh,
hot.
and this ain't even after hours show, but we did post no 18. So,
Right.
uh, yeah. And you wouldn't be married anyways if you were under 18. Well, some, but
Yeah.
so all you women who got divorced, just know,
Now
start
you
your,
know the reason.
yeah, you better start learning how to swallow.
Oh
That's
God.
keeping the grass green for sure, at least the back of your throat. And it
Mhm.
gives you shiny teeth. You know, there's protein in sperm. Your hair will get thick. You'll need a can of hairspray like I use daily. Motivated is polishing his fingernails. Do we have to clue you in, Motivated, now? If you're doing your fingernails, girl, do we got to tell you about swallowing? You can't just take the tip.
And see,
But
I like the tip. The tip's the best part.
yeah, but you know what? You also have to hold on to it too because you never want it to get too far. You don't want to damage your vocal cords. You talk
True.
like this when you're on the you just don't want to have a hoarse voice. You make sure
Got a mute.
that the dick don't go too far back and damage your vocal cords. She's joking. She had a mute. It could,
Oh God.
Loki. You okay?
Yeah. Oh, I had a mouthful of water.
So you were learning how to swallow all over again.
Yeah, I had flashbacks. Oh
Oh,
my
90 says it's okay. It'll go back to normal the next day. Not if you do it too many times, 90s.
God. Oh God. Oh God.
And just think, if you don't want to, you're scared to put all of that in your mouth, two-hand it. Close your fist over it, and at least then they'll be like, well, I have to hold on to it. That way you just have to worry about the tip.
Oh
Some
God.
women actually need. I tell you what, there's enough experienced women who know what we're doing. We should give class, video step by step. You hold the shaft under here, you cup the nuts here, and then you go up. You don't slap a limp one on your cheeks. You don't blow smoke on it. I'm not smoking the baloney. I'm only riding the baloney.
Oh my God. The smoke does not help it. It does nothing.
You can't even smoke meat that way. Hey, Harley, no. Maca is the one who brought up that you have to swallow to
I
keep
don't
your.
be blaming it on me.
Hey, this is
Uh-oh.
What?
Fat Rob here. Y'all better stop
Hey,
talking about my
get off
vocals.
the. No, we don't do drama here. Get the hell off.
Don't you talking about my vocals?
Get out of here. I'm not feeding your damn dogs.
You better.
Why don't you tell us about smoking below?